Empathic Sensitive Souls. Happy Monday. How was last week for you? How did our mantra go? I am the calm in the chaos. My mind is clear and I am focused. How did that feel for you? I found it absolutely hilarious that after the chaos had passed, I remembered I was supposed to be calm. But I found it very interesting that normally I would go down that spiral pit of despair and be absolutely miserable. I'd come down into just that pit and hide all weekend and not talk to a single soul, and I would ruminate on what I did wrong or what occurred, and it would be bad. But I found that I bounce back much faster now. I may sit and ruminate for a day. I'll call and talk to friends or my relatives and complain about what occurred at work. I can't believe this happened and that happened. Da, da, da. But after a time, it's okay. I'm done rehashing. Let's move on to a new topic. Whereas before, it could be days of me rehashing an event. So I find that I'm coming out of the chaos much faster. My rebound is much quicker than it used to be. Do I ever think I'll get to the point where I'm the calm within the chaos as the chaos starts? I'm hoping to get there. But my emotions run high. I can take on a cause in a heartbeat. My empathy is that strong. So I don't know how to navigate without some angst. I just know that I come back faster out of that pit. I don't go down as deep in the pit, which is amazing. Now, this week we have a new mantra being Monday, and it is I forgive myself for any mistake and move forward with grace. It is so hard to forgive myself. I can forgive others because I can put myself in their shoes. I can understand, well, this may be why they act this way or say this thing. I can do that. But I seem to hold myself at a higher level of being that I can't allow myself to make such mistakes. I critique and criticize myself more than I've done anyone else. And it's taken me a long time to realize that, and it occurred as I do the mantras in the morning, as I talk to myself, I hear my voice, I hear myself, and your brain doesn't know it's you. It just hears the words. It hears the tones. It hears the feelings. But when I talk to myself as I would talk to a friend, whether it is being a cheerleader, uplifting them, saying, hey, you got this, you can do this, or, that was really, really hard. It is amazing what you have gone through and you're still standing. When I talk to myself that way, it changes everything. Because we all need our cheerleading squad for 1, the camaraderie, 2, the pep talk, 3, being accepted. And as a human, we are a herd animal. We like our people around us. And when you live alone and work alone, it's hard to get that feeling. But when I become my own cheerleader, my own pep squad, it's amazing. For me, it's like having an out of body where I can see me sitting there and I'm talking to myself and myself is talking back to me. I have to visualize things. It's just how my brain works. But if I put myself in a friend, I'm going to be that friend, and I'm going to talk to that friend, which is me, as I would my friend. It does something when I become my best cheerleader, when I become my own best friend. Yes, there's days where it is so hard, the struggle is real, that to forgive myself for what came out of my mouth that I probably shouldn't have said. But what would I tell my friend? Well, maybe they needed to hear it. Sure, you could have toned it down, tempered it down, but would it have had the same effect to them if you did not say it that way? Some things are meant to be said. Maybe in that moment that was meant to be said. Whether it has effect on them, obviously it's having an effect on you. So now what are you going to do with this information? You know how you feel, so what's going to happen the next time? You have the power to change this. See, a pep talk. What's wrong with having a pep talk with yourself? Sports people do it all the time. And they'll even say, I talk to myself, I know I can do this. Right before the big meet, the big match, I, put myself in a corner, I say my prayers, I know I can do it. Sports people do it, why can't the everyday person do it? I do it a lot when I'm driving. I have my own conversations in my head. A lot of times a song will trigger something and I'll start to go down the path and I pull myself back. Nope, we don't need to do that. We got to focus on work today. We got to focus on driving. The deer are running wild. I got to watch out for the road. I need to get to work on time. I got to set this up, that up, do this, do that. You can do it. You can juggle it. It's okay. Look what you've accomplished in the past. This is a piece of cake. Talking to ourselves, forgiving ourselves for any mistake that we may consider a mistake. Stop taking the blame on yourself. Sometimes things are meant to go that way because it changes the outcome for you and whoever else you were with at the time. Sometimes it just is what it is. And we have to accept that and learn to release the emotions and the feelings around it, the anger, the guilt, and start to move forward. So this week's mantra, I forgive myself for any mistake and move forward with grace. Forgive myself. It's so hard, but start being your own best friend. Treat yourself as you would treat your friend. If your friend is going through something, you don't harshly criticize them for everything, every mistake they've ever made, all the way back to childhood, of any early memory that you can remember, right? You give them grace. Hey, it's okay. We'll get through this. Be your own best friend. Be your own cheerleader. Forgive. Forgive yourself as you forgive your friends and your family and anything else that you forgive, right? Try it. Let me know how it works with you. I'm really curious. I'm going to really work on it this week. It's Monday. I've got a very busy week. I am working from home this morning for a couple hours. I am driving my sister to the city for a doctor appointment. It's going to be a mad dash there, insanity there. It's going to be a mad dash back to home so I can hopefully get a few more hours in at work. Hi, Kathy. Good morning to you. I hope this suggestion works for you. Keep me posted. Let me know how it works. I'm always interested in on what I say, how it affects people. And I know a lot of times it's just a thought that pops in your head. And sometimes it's after the fact, like with the chaos. I'm always calm after the chaos. Well, why can't I be calm during it? And I always think of forgiving others so much quickly and easierly, it's a new word today, than I would ever think of forgiving myself. But it's time to put down the regret, put down the shame, put down the guilt, and treat ourselves as we treat those that we care about. Because as empaths, we can jump into their shoes and understand, oh yeah, they had a toothache, that's where they're really grumpy and ornery and they lashed out at me today. Makes perfect sense. Why can't you extend that same courtesy to yourself? Yeah, I did not sleep much last night. 3 hours isn't going to make me very happy today. Okay, I understand and I know where I'm coming from. I always apologize ahead of time. Okay, people in the office, I'm going to have a grumpy day today. I'm just warning you now. I'm going to try to stay away from everybody. But just so you know, if I lash out, it's because I got a bad toothache. And it's funny, people are like, really? Okay, I guess thanks for letting us know. And they think it's funny. But it's usually funnier for me because when I say that stuff, then I'm more aware of it and then I don't lash out. But at least I forewarn them. I give them a heads up. That's how my life rolls. At any rate, ladies, have a fantastic Monday, a great week. I will hop back on Wednesday morning and see how everything is going. Bye for now.